not crashing my car with the controller. We gained 2 spots. We have 60 laps of fuel. 60 laps of fuel means we probably should not have to pit. 52 laps. Ooh, this gets interesting with it being 52 laps and a 60-lap tank of fuel. Because if we can get up front pretty quickly, if we can get up front, we might pit and go back through the field. And what that will do is that will allow me to have fresh tires at the end of the race. So I might go to like lap 40 and then pit based on how things are going because of fuel, because of tires, not because of fuel. But yeah, there's a new pope. He's Catholic, obviously. He's a priest. He was a cardinal appointed by Pope Francis. He worked in Peru for a while, which was pretty cool. Apparently he has dual citizenship as an American and a Peruvian. And apparently, as head of state of the Vatican, he could be eligible to lose his eligibility to be an American citizen, so he would be a Vatican citizen as well as a Peruvian citizen. Believe you just automatically become a citizen of somewhere if you are their head of state. Oh, this is going to get really interesting if I can win this race this quickly. 50 to go. Should be about a 25-minute race at 30, about a 30-minute race. At 30 seconds a lap, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter. There's Boyer, Harvick, Hamlin, Alex Bowman, teammate Alex Bowman to Jeff Gordon in the 24 car. I'm super excited about the new Pope because the conclave lasted 2 days. That tells me that they actually knew what they were doing, and it wasn't like this whole big political thing. It was like took 2, 3, 4 ballots, because there was 1 ballot on the first day and then 2 on the second. So not much of a balloting thing happened there. Really cool. Francis, where it was like 8, 9 days. I probably need to get. I'm at 16 with 8 VRAM. 8 VRAM. So I probably should go to 32 DRAM. Just some stuff's fine. The game console's fine. I'm in second place behind Joey freaking Logano at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and I have a massive headache too, which is not fun. Drop frame rates 25% over the last 2 minutes. I don't understand what's happening. I'll have to look into something after this. So yeah. Victor Robles is healing pretty well. He's probably going to be out 6 weeks, and then another 6 weeks with rehab, so 12 weeks, almost half a season, which stinks, but the guys we have in the outfield are doing well. I do think Tavares took the place of Ryland Thomas. At least that's what I think happened, which is good, because Ryland Thomas was not a Major League bat ready. That's Joey Logano into the wall. Now I've got to maintain. Oh, he didn't hit the wall. I got to figure out what to do here to try to maintain this. Because right now I'm not even on the racetrack. I'm on the apron. Not good. Okay, 0.3 of a second. Let's take a look at my fuel and tires. 48 laps of fuel with more than 48 laps to go, I would hope. With 40, so I'm 7 laps to the good. But being 7 laps to the good doesn't mean anything, because I pretty much drive wide open most of the time. And by driving wide open most of the time, it makes it so that there's a lot of cool stuff that happens with the fuel, and you got to change some things. But we're approaching lap traffic of Brendan Gaughan, so apparently somebody's out of the race. I don't know who. Unfortunately, this version of the game doesn't actually show. Oh, dear. Well, okay. We're going to pit, and we're going to have better fuel and tires than everybody else. But extra 19 laps of fuel there. Yeah, I used more fuel than you would think, which is unfortunate for me. I'm hoping to win this race, but this is the Coca-Cola 600, so it's a really long race. There's only one race on the Charlotte Oval these days now because of the Charlotte Road Course. The night race, the Bank of America 500, was getting boring. And then it also moved to Saturday, and it was this whole thing, so yeah. We did lose a lap here, which isn't great. We did lose a lap, which isn't great. Enter chat message. Oh, no, I don't want to enter a chat message. I mean, I might enter a chat message later if I were streaming and be like if I were an affiliate or something, and I had to be like, hey, I'll be back after the ads. This should be relatively easy because these guys are all people we've already passed and who we should not be behind. Like Quinn Houff. Quinn Houff, for some reason in this game, is a beast at Talladega. I don't know why. You go to Talladega, that man wins everything. And also, our tires are way better than everybody else's. Go by Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell. Or is that the other Bell? Christopher Bell, yeah. Ricky Stenhouse, who I'm going to just wreck and then call him Recky Spinhouse. That's Daytona 500 champion Ricky Spinhouse to you. Whoa, Matt DiBarito. Austin Dillon. Lots of cool stuff happened for me. So my semester is over. So I finished my first semester of grad school. As of right now, I know that one of my grades is an A, and that's in my multicultural literature class, which is really good because I was expecting to fail that class because it was rough. It was rough. I did not enjoy it. Not because of the multicultural literature aspect, but because of the way it was taught. It just frustrated me to no end. My digital video composing class, I'm probably going to get an A or B in. My media pop culture and ELA class, I should get probably an A in. And my technology and curriculum integration class, I should get an A in. So I should have like a 3.6 or a 4.0 at the end of my first semester of grad school, which is really good. You need at least a 3.0 to graduate grad school when it's not law school or something like that, which is totally fine and doable for me. I will be taking 3 classes in the summer, at least as of right now. I have thinking to do. Because I recently learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot of stuff about the school that really frustrated me, and about just education in general, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to work if they're going to be forcing us to make students use AI and things like that. Like, I have used AI a few times, mostly because I've been assigned to, and I've never enjoyed it. I've never, ever enjoyed it at all. It always gives me horrible things. One of my assignments in my digital video composing class was to make a storyboard, and we were told to use AI, and I was like, no. But we had to, so I did it for the assignment, which sucked. And I hated it. It was awful. And I genuinely think AI has no place in society. What was that? Hello, Daznack01. What's up? How you doing today? I absolutely hate using AI. And then another assignment we had, which was in the same class, was to just spend the week messing. Sound is echoed. I'll have to figure something out about that. I think it might be the microphone. I'm not 100% sure.
Can you hear me right now?
Because I might have the microphone and the camera picking it up, and I'll have to figure that out. At some point. I know that happens to me sometimes when I'm on Discord calls, too, with friends, which is not fun to know that. That happens. So I played with the AI. I got it to give me some random stuff. I played it in a game of chess. It just invented pieces. It could not keep track of the position. The thing is, it looks for what's mathematically the most likely response. So it's predictive text. And predictive text is not very good at generating ideas, and it's terrible at generating pictures. But what it's really bad at is basic math. 2 plus 2 equals what? Fish. Apparently. No, it's 4. It's 4. And I've been seeing some stuff on Reddit and other places of other forums of people complaining that nobody wants to do any work and it's all AI these days and nobody's creative, nobody can write. I'm like, yeah, we're encouraging. Was working singular a minute ago? Okay, I don't know. I think I might have to turn the mic off for a second. I'll have to go back and look at the stream to try to figure something out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the mic off after I get past this corner because I don't want to crash. I'm going to turn the mic off,
and then if it's coming through the camera, you can probably hear me now. So if you can hear me, give me like a thumbs up. If you can't hear me, do nothing, and I'll wait about 30 seconds. 30 seconds is about a lap. Yeah, it says mic audio 0 dB, desktop audio. Okay, its mic is picking things up. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Let me move this mouse. Mic augs. Okay, it's picking something up. But there's nothing from the desktop.
Let's try now. I crashed. I crashed. I crashed. Why did I do that? I have some of the silliest crashes ever. I really do. It's funny. I absolutely love the way that my crashes end up. I'm only down to 23rd. Oh no, I'm only down to 14th. So actually, that's not bad. I only lost 22 seconds on that lap. I only lost 22 seconds on that lap. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm loving it. Anybody in here have any thoughts on the new Pope? I know some people care. Some people mean that Chicago produced a Pope before they produced a 4,000-yard passer. If you didn't know that, Chicago's never had a 4,000-yard quarterback. Which is hilarious to me. Which is hilarious. No, now bad again.
Yeah, that is really weird. But yeah, Chicago's been a team. They're the oldest team in the NFL. Them and the Packers. Obviously, the Packers have had 5,000-yard passers with Rodgers. Chicago has never had a 4,000-yard passer. But they've had a Pope. They've had a Pope. Well, they have a Pope now. We officially have a... I genuinely never thought that there'd be a Pope from the United States. Figured mainly because this works better. Okay, thank you. I thought that it would be an Italian because the Pope's been in Italy for years. So I was like, they're going to go back to being an Italian. Nope. No Italians this time for Pope. This time it's a United Statesian. I am not American, though I live in North America. Geographically, Canadians are certainly Americans and Venezuelans, but not were we when the U.S. went and took the name American away. This is an actual song. Paul from Loading Ready Run did the first ever version of it that I saw, as did, I believe the Arrogant Worms also did a version. Well, you're walking through a city street, you could be in Peru, and you hear a distant calling, and you know it's meant for you. So you drop what you were doing, and you join the merry mob, and before you know just where you are, you're in an Irish pub. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in my... Broken car. Just a broken car, Matt DiBenedetto. 18 to go. I have 35 laps of fuel. And I am stuck behind Joey Gase. I'm not happy about that, but that's okay. BJ McLeod. BJ McLeod is pretty good, too. BJ McLeod is a pretty good racing driver in these games. He's been around for a while. David Reagan, Justin Haley, John Hunter Nemechek. Man, John Hunter Nemechek, he's named after his uncle John Nemechek, who was unfortunately in either 1996 or 1998, I can't remember the year, killed in an accident in a Craftsman Truck Series race at Homestead Miami Speedway. It was a nasty accident, and I did not. And then Yeah, so I don't like that, but it is what it is. But John Hunter, he knows. Yeah. All right, moving on to that's one of the. Okay, I am going to crash Joey. I crashed you. Now, are you going to crash me back? What do I got? I got a one. What? Okay, I got about a 4 second lead. Got about a 5 second lead. Ooh, did ooh. Okay, I don't have enough to pit again, but pitting actually did help. I got about a 7 second lead on Harvick, and Logano recovered to go into third. So I can probably just maintain, just hold station, and I should be good, and I'll actually get a win here at Charlotte. 15 to go. 15 to go. But yeah, I'm super excited about the job interview because if I can get a 40-hour-a-week job and continue to make content, lots of good stuff's going to happen. Because I'll be doing my Mariner stuff. I'll be doing my school stuff. Although I don't know if I'm gonna because I could theoretically graduate in the fall, but who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen with everything with the Masters? Because I've been constantly thinking about dropping out because it's just a frustrating program that I do not like. If I'm gonna honestly, I'll probably finish the degree just to say, hey, I have a master's degree. And then because student loans are so expensive, I'll just pay cash to keep getting undergrad degrees at 6 credits per year or 6 credits per semester. So I can go, like, I do want to go back and get a history degree. And then I suppose I could go get a PhD in history afterwards or something like that. I'm only 31. I'm not that old. I just feel old. Like a lot of people go to grad school in their 30s. Um, the first time I just happened to finish undergrad in my 30s at 30 actually last year. I finished in December, so I was 30 when I graduated, which was really nice. That was a goal of mine when I went back was to finish by 30. And I did do it, and I'm really happy, but I also burnt myself the fuck out, which was not good. Like if you remember me back from 2021, I was making so much content, mainly because I don't have 100 ideas a day, but also because my brain does not have the brain capacity to do school, 100 videos a day, and handle all the other stuff I gotta handle. Okay, so apparently Stream Elements is back. I'm really confused as to what's going on. I have to figure something out with what's going on. There may have been some problems with this stream. So yeah, 11 to go. We got a 12 second lead. All right, 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 all right. Whoa. I might need to adjust this. Well, I don't know what you guys can see versus what I can see. Because I know you can't see my HUD because my face is covering my HUD. Which gets interesting because really the HUD, the only thing that matters is the speed. And because I have the way I have the assists on, the speed doesn't matter as much. Matters to me knowing if I'm going fast enough, but 33 and a 33.299 this late in the race. 33.299 and the best lap of the race for me this race is a 31.8 and my record is a 31.72. All right. Well, wait, what? 49. Wow, yeah, people are losing tires. There are drivers losing tires. What's Reddick gonna do? Is he gonna go on a pit road? No. No, but I've lapped up to ninth place at this point. Excuse me, this is gonna get interesting. This is gonna get really interesting to see what else happens with other drivers. Because other drivers might end up pitting for tires, and when you pit for tires, you get a lot faster, but you also lose a ton of time. And this late in the race, I don't think you want to pit for tires. I think you wanted to pit for tires with about 25 to go as I crash Ryan Newman. There goes Ryan Newman. Hello, my name is Ryan Newman. I'm Ryan Newman, and I took a race car to the head in 2020. Computer, dismiss the alarm. Computer, dismiss the alarm. I didn't realize I had an alarm on for 5 o'clock, nor do I know why. There are cars coming into pit, and that is Joey Logano down to 15th. So 7 to go. 7 to go. Okay, 32.5 is okay. A 32.5 is fine. I don't know what I'm going to end up running this lap because there's some lap traffic. I think I'll end up running in the 33s. Yeah, because I'm going to hit Boyer and then Blaney in 14th. Ooh, Blaney's about to go a third lap down. That was a 32.178. Actually got faster that lap, probably because of some draft. Probably because of some of the draft. New second place driver, 48. 27 seconds behind. Him and Hamlin. Ooh, it was tires at this racetrack. It was tires. It's tires. I might lap the field. Chad Finkham. Why are you a race car driver? The 48 just went down into... Oh, the 48 and the 11. We are a lap ahead. Coming to 5 to go. 5 laps to go. The new NASCAR video game that's coming out soon-ish is going to feature the Arkham Menard series, Craftsman Truck series, the what's it called? The Xfinity series or whatever it'll end up being called next year, and the Cup series with the premier sponsors and everything. And it's going to be made by iRacing, so I think it's going to be a really good game. I honestly can't wait to get my hand on it. After this, I might play some. I think I might play Fortnite tomorrow. I don't know. Because Fortnite, I think, is either. Oh, no, Fortnite's free. Got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. Get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. I remember him. I revived him. Now we're heading southbound. Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon, why are you... No. I think they're just sponsoring NASCAR Overtime, which is interesting because there's not a lot of NASCAR Overtime. Well, the Truck Series has had like no NASCAR overtimes, 21 straight races without an overtime, which is wild to me because they can't race in the Truck Series. They're bad at it. And this is going to be today's Sudoku Fueling Victories, moment of the race. That feels weird. I had what did I have for breakfast today? Oh no, I had a bagel. And then somebody I know is streaming later today at 7-ish, so I'm really excited for that. Where did my server go? Huh. Nice. A friend of mine just got their Pokemon card. All right, so I'm gonna finish this race and then finish the stream. Finish the race, finish the stream, and then yeah, go from there. No practice, no quali. Green, green, green. Go, go, go. Darlington's one of my favorite racetracks. I remember I did not mean to just absolutely fuck Brendan Gaughan's day up like that. I remember back in 2007, Stanley Steamer. That was Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon was leading the race at the end of the night on Mother's Day weekend on Saturday. And what ended up happening was it rained real bad, and they had to do a 3 p.m. race the next day on Mother's Day. And old Stanley Steamer and Jeff Gordon's car was leaking fluid, and he ended up winning. And that was 2007 was the year Jeff won 6 races. Jimmy won 10. Jeff scored more points. Jimmy won the championship. It was the year Jeff and Jimmy were when Alan Cavana on NASCAR.com put Jeff and Jimmy as one name. Um, that was 2007. So Kyle Busch won a race that year as well for Hendrick at Bristol Motor Speedway, the very first ever Car Tomorrow race. And then Casey Mears won the Coca-Cola 600 that year. Rick Hendrick and Hendrick Motorsports won 50% of the races that year in the Cup Series at 18 of 36, which was pretty epic that they did that. I don't believe anybody's ever done that since, and I think only Richard Petty with his 27 of 54 had done it before that, and that was Richard Petty doing it himself. And I actually think it may have been fewer than 54 races. I can't fully remember.